The Congo Basin is one of the most mysterious jungles in the world, home to animals that we know, and ones that really ever seen in the wild. Animals within here, the treatments are captured, so very truly animal parents really ever seen. Bonobos are our closest relatives. This mother's youngster is a lifelong commitment. He'll be trying to depend on her until he's 5 years old. And she will continue to support him for the rest of her life. The relationship may last 30 years. Although the length of her commitment is longer than for most animals, she shares with many other parents the same great challenge: keeping her offspring healthy and safe. Pythons have lived in Africa for millions of years, long before humans arrived on the scene. The snake we see today has changed so little from its prehistoric forebears. But this female has been weighed down due to the clutch of eggs she's carrying around. They're going to the point where it's hard to make that much progress, such as sliding around the Congo floor more. Each egg weighs about as much as a billiard ball. That's about 50 billiard balls she's been hunting around for weeks. She's waiting to lighten her load, but she can't just dump them anywhere. She's been searching for the right spot for weeks. This hollow at the base of an old silver oak tree could provide shelter from the elements, hide eggs from predators, and keep them at a constant temperature. For an animal capable of such massive displays of power, she'd certainly be surprisingly maternal. She arranged her eggs in a pile and coils them around tightly. Of all snakes in the world, the African wild python is one of only a few that actually cares for its young. All the others simply lay or give birth and leave. With her protection, her eggs will be easy pickings for monitor lizards and mongooses. She'll stand guard for the next 90 days, leaving the hollow only to bask in the sun, and return to warm her eggs with her reheated body. Like in India, there are young animals who are growing, but are ready to leave on their own. But so, they start learning protection from their moms. The 7-month-old tiger cub is learning to take care of herself in a very dangerous world. This is her father. His role is to patrol his territory, defending against rival males who will kill any cub they find that are not their own. His scars are evidence of the violence of the society she is about to enter. He's ruled for 5 years, but he's becoming increasingly battle-worn. She's unlikely to reach adulthood unless her father stays in power. At the moment, she is safe. And in good company. She has a brother and a sister. They will be her playmates and allies as she grows. Shara seems to be the most confident of the three. They practice the fighting and hunting skills that they will depend on as adults. But the cows still have much to learn before they will be fending for themselves. Their mother is both a provider and teacher. She's a formidable hunter, despite having lost an eye in a fight with a rival. Her cousin is about to be given a master class. The mother's success means that today the cubs will not go hungry. If all goes well, these cubs will have the experience and strength to survive on their own in a year's time. But only if the mother's support and father's protection continues. This 8-year-old slot-bear mother and her cub are essentially for insects, which make up most of their diet. Sloth bears are normally solitary and forage at night. But now her cub is much older now that he can now venture out to his territory alongside her. Sloth bears can be extremely aggressive and territorial. But like on a night, this might reduce the chance of running into other sloth bears, particularly other males who could easily kill a cub. This mother and cub's daytime forays also lessens the chance of running into other predators like tigers and leopards, and even greater danger to our infants. In this harsh environment, the mother sloth bear has chosen a great place to base her family. Her 1 square mile home range is centered around a small clearing with rocky outcrops. Where groundwater close to the surface is a fertile oasis even now towards the end of the dry season. Also here in India is Gir Forest National Park. Here is where some of the world's rarest big cats remain. Asiatic lions. The true rarest of all the big cats. People never thought to see lions in Asia, but here in India, these are the last known places to ever seen them. Unlike their African cousins, only females and cubs live in prides, while the males live on their own or with other males. It's been a while since the pride has last fed. The lionesses knows that they have to feed. But with so many watching eyes, This is not the right time to attack. As darkness falls, the odds are switched in favor of the predators. The lionesses patrol together, searching for an impossible prey to take on. All the cows come from behind for protection. A herd of Indian gar. Asiatic lions do hunt gar, but healthy adults are challenging due to their massive size. So they primarily target calves or vulnerable adults. Time to spring the trap. One lioness says, "Let's grab a calf," but his mom is on defense mode right now. Most of the herd panics. The other lionesses try to scare her off. The last lioness member joins in as well. The cat must break free of its tackle, but it's far from over. The three lionesses prove too much for the cat's mother to handle, forcing her to retreat along the rest of the herd. a perfectly executed plan ends with a great feast. Even the male Asiatic lions spend most of the time away from the females. They still get their shares with the kill tail. Trees like these provide for a huge variety of animal families. Entire communities depend on them for food. They are the center of their community and are vital to our parents who make their homes in jungles.